Alright.
Are we recording now?
Yes, we're recording.
Yeah, but we're recording over your voice.
Yes, but that's the problem, you see. When I first started recording this, the audio wasn't working, so... I don't know why, the microphone wasn't, like, recorded or whatever. So... You might not want to do that.
Is the volume all the way up on the thing?
Yeah, it's all the way up.
Are you sure?
Alright, so...
Check it.
Yes, it's up. It should work. Alright, so... Today... We're going to have to redo everything, for at least the first 30 minutes, because until like 30 minutes into it, I realize that the microphone isn't working correctly, and I adjust it.
And I'm here.
And Sam's here too, so...
Whoop-de frickin' do. I'm kidding.
Alright.
I love Kingdom Hearts. Where are you jerk
She
going?
hates Chain of Memories, don't let her fool you.
I don't hate it, I just think the game could have been improved without the cards. Why were the cards necessary?
Because it just made the gameplay a lot easier for the Game Boy Advance.
It didn't make it easier, it made it harder if you ask me.
Only because you don't know what's going on. Alright, so here we are, we're starting off. We go back to the 100 Acre Woods because I don't know, I actually missed things. I just rushed through it. I didn't know there's actually stuff you could do. I played this game 2 times, beat it all the way through 2 times, and I still didn't know about this stuff. So, it turns out you can actually do things with Pooh's friends. I know, who would have thought. So here I am like, okay, I'm supposed to get Pooh into a cart. Which cart? Oh, that cart. You need to talk.
I'm thinking of what to say. Why would you want to get Pooh in a cart? Are we going to throw him?
Well, okay, no, actually it'll break the cart, and that will cause a thing to happen later on, but I don't even know what the thing is. And it's supposed to like
Yay!
rolling out or whatever. I don't know why.
Maybe because that wheel.
It's just a bunch of things to get Rabbit to talk to Pooh, but I couldn't figure out what it was doing. Come here! And then Pooh's being a lazy ass.
Ah, stupid Pooh. Seriously, I'd like to just burn down the whole 100 Acre Wood.
I don't mind the 100 Acre Wood, though.
I don't mind it either. I like it. I like the little mini-games. They're a good break from the game when you're actually playing it, but that doesn't change it. I still want to burn it down, just because of the fact that I want to burn it down.
Well, what about Tigger?
Tigger can live. He's the only one that can live.
I like Tigger and Pooh.
Eeyore needs to die first.
I don't mind Eeyore, other than the fact that he's a giant emo bitch. Alright, so here we are. We're talking to Piglet. Alright.
Mama's boy.
And he's like, oh, it's you, Pooh. I'm so relieved I finally found someone, even though Rabbit was like 5 meters away.
It might be more for them. It might be like miles for them because it's smaller.
Right.
Think about it.
You could seriously, like, he should be able to see Rabbit right there, looking at Pooh.
Yeah, but Pooh is even better than Rabbit.
Regardless, it's weird, if you ask me.
Nobody's asking you, though.
Shut up. Alright, so he's just gonna be all indecisive and be like, I don't know if I should go or not, but here, have this stuff, and he gives you Confused. Worthless ability, but whatever. And here we see some balloons!
Hey, I have a question for you.
Alright.
Do you think it's a worthless ability if I came up to you and said, this sentence is false?
What?
This sentence is false. This sentence that I'm saying right now is false.
Okay. Pooh, get away from those butterflies.
Haha, the butterflies of death.
No, Pooh, no, don't go in the hole, Pooh.
What happens if he goes in the hole?
He falls in the hole, and he loses a little bit of honey. And here, Owl saves Pooh.
Yay!
Yay!
I do like Owl. I do like Owl.
He's not a... The Legend of Zelda Owl's pretty fucking annoying.
Yes. I will agree with that.
Alright, so, yeah. Here he's like, oh, it's okay if you use a balloon, but you won't be able to reach your friends. Blah, 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 blah. I don't know what I'm talking about. Watch it, you're hitting the microphone.
I'm sorry.
You should be.
I am.
Because now it's not picking up anything. Ta-da!
It's still picking up stuff.
It was picking up very little stuff.
No, it's just that by the time the words get out of our mouth and into the thing, it sometimes can't register them as high or low pitches before it records, so it just records everything. But to us, it looks like it's low on the screen. Make sense?
No, doesn't make sense.
Despite the fact the bar maybe looks small, it can actually pick up. It actually picks us up very loud. It's just taking a little bit longer for the thing to slide all the way to a larger tone. Like,
well, anyway, we get the Spellbinder there. Pooh eats his freaking honey.
Now you are being quiet.
What?
Now it is picking you up quieter. When you talk more rapidly, then it...
I'm sorry, I will start to talk slowly. Does that make you feel any better? Okay. So we're supposed to... I completely blow off the fact that there's footprints that are going into that hole and that we're supposed to go in that hole. You think Gopher would be in that hole, but actually it's Rue.
What is Rue doing in that hole?
She's waiting for Tigger apparently.
But Rue is a he.
Really? I thought Rue was a she.
You never knew Rue was a he?
I thought Rue was a she.
What Disney universe did you live in?
I don't watch Winnie the Pooh that often, okay?
Dude, right. I've seen all 3 movies. 4.
I haven't.
I saw Heffalump. I saw a Tigger movie. Tigger movie was my favorite. It was so sad. So sad.
Right, so here I am, I'm like, okay, what the hell am I supposed to do here? I was reading Game Facts at the time, and it said, you're supposed to get Pooh on these stumps and make him jump counterclockwise. Well, it turns out that I found the wrong stumps. I'm actually supposed to find the stumps that are up ahead, but I did not know that. So, Pooh is going to get stuck on the sign here. I'm gonna pause. And when I come back, and I'm like, oh, we're supposed to go that way. And this is where he gets stuck, right here.
Oh, poor Pooh.
And Sora's like, oh, hi there, Pooh! Oh, hi there! It's like,
hello!
Hello! I show that off, actually.
Hello!
You see Sora's mouth, like, open. He's like... and here I am, I'm trying to get Pooh out of it, but it's not working. So I eventually just like, you know what, screw it, I have to restart. See, like, I'm like right next to him, I even hit him, I'm like, screw you, Pooh, get over here. Alright, so after this, I'm gonna, like, go out of it. I just run away, and yeah. It's funny that you can actually beat this level without even going next to... You don't even have to wait for Pooh, you can just run to the other level. You don't have to do a thing. So anyway, I leave the world and I come back in. There's Pooh again. So we go back to it.
We have to watch all of this again?
No, we don't have to do everything over again.
Oh, thank God.
We just gotta get Pooh over to...
Stumps.
Yeah. Well, and where Rue is.
Is that this one you discovered, Rue?
Yeah, when I paused the video, I was looking up game facts because I never actually knew what I was supposed to do here.
Ah.
Yeah.
Hey Alex, can you do me a favor?
What?
Can you get me some more tea, please? I can't move. He's got the mic on me.
My brother is not your manservant. He's my manservant.
Yes, but if I say please and tell him he can have cake, which he's welcome to, then it doesn't count as servantry, it just counts as bribing.
Lie.
No, it's sitting on the counter. You had some. You said it was delicious.
The cake is still a lie.
Why'd you... no ice.
Alright.
Thank you, Alex.
Okay, so anyway. He takes his sweet-ass time. Like Pooh does.
You know, I have a question.
Alright. Pooh's like a Pooh's like a car. He goes 1.5 kilometers per gallon of honey. And he can only have 3 gallons of honey, so you need to replenish him constantly. Seriously.
Well, no, I was gonna ask, if Pooh's full of stuffing, where does all the honey go?
Goes straight to his thighs. Alright, so we're trying to get Pooh in this hole here. And he's like, do I want to fold the hole? No, I don't. Oh, okay, I guess I'll go in. Whee! And Pooh hangs onto his feet like a freaking snake.
Pooh hangs onto his feet like a freaking snake?
Rue!
You said Pooh!
Oh, did I?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
We can go like back in time and like look at the audio for this video, and it will say Pooh, not Rue.
It doesn't matter. What's that sound? Huh.
Which sound?
I heard a sound.
You mean like that?
Tell you the truth, I was getting a little lonely in that hole. Yeah, really. Go crawl back in that hole and die. Ha ha ha. And we get out of
Oh man, that's the neatest thing I've ever seen that came out of a hole. And trust me, I've explored a lot of holes.
Wow.
It's a red versus blue reference.
Wow.
It's a red versus blue reference. The gay guy says it. Donut says it. They find a sword in a hole, and he's like, "That's the neatest thing I've ever seen come out of a hole." And believe me, I've seen a lot of holes.
Wow. Alright, so I once again try to get Pooh onto these stumps. I still don't notice that there's stumps up ahead. So I try a little harder. Realizing that he won't get on the stumps, I'm just like, you know what, screw it. We don't need Tigger's abilities anyway. Tigger's useless.
Tigger's not useless.
Even though I get his ability later on. So anyway.
Follow me.
We just move on ahead. Right. He gets stuck on the stump again.
You have really smooth feet.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
We're playing footsie at the moment, if you didn't know what we're doing. Alright, so, as you can see, there's more butterflies, which for some reason attract Pooh's attention. He's like, butterflies. And here we see the most biggest emo in any Disney movie whatsoever.
I hate Eeyore.
Can you see the tail?
Can you feel the sunshine?
Can you feel the love tonight? He's like, oh, I want to go touch the butterflies. Why do butterflies hang around holes so much?
They're expecting to see some fruits. Oh, gay joke.
That's just, wow.
They're expecting to see David.
Alright, so, after fueling Pooh up again, we go over to Eeyore, and I'm like, okay, how are we supposed to get a hold of Eeyore? Because I didn't know. Well, we'll find out in a second. We basically ignore Eeyore, we're like, alright, well, oh look! A honey hive. I don't think I noticed it yet. Yeah. There's a honey hive right over there. And I'm like, hey, these stumps. So, yes. These are the stumps I was actually thinking about. And I wasn't sure how we get attention to Eeyore, because I actually wanted Eeyore's attention. So, I'm like, oh wait, here's the beehive. So we go to the beehive. And, yeah. And Eeyore gets his tail back. And I'll just look at the dialogue. Look at the dialogue. And you can kind of hear me still, but it's really, really slow.
Yeah, it is. Slow? You mean low?
Oh, slow.
You are just not good with words tonight. I'm totally missing the dialogue, but I don't care about Eeyore.
Basically, he's saying, I know nobody would... Yeah, but... I know nobody would help me on purpose, but here's my thanks. And he gives a spine. And goes off to be emo a little bit more.
What's he got to be emo about now? He's got his tail. But his house keeps falling down.
His house sucks.
His house does suck.
My house doesn't suck. My house is awesome.
His house, not yours.
Alright, so anyway. We get Pooh to jump around here. We gotta make him jump counterclockwise on these 4 stumps. I heard this is actually pretty hard, but for some reason I get it on my first try. And then Tigger's like, oh hey! What do you mean? Just imitating. Okay, so you can't just jump, you actually have to jump your own jumps. Yeah. Yeah.
Tigger.
We wanted to see Tigger bounce, right, yeah. Really bad jumping noises.
What? How does he jump on his tail like that? I wish I had a tail to jump on like that.
You just want to have a tail so you can consider yourself to be a furry.
I do not want to be a furry.
Yes, you do. You wanna be a furry. And so we get another ability. This one's for Bambi. And this is another part that involves that cart. We're supposed to hit the cart, and then we're supposed to knock these things down. And cabbages will roll by for some reason. And we're supposed to hit like 15 cabbages or whatever, and we get Rabbit's attention.